Maul or Nothing.
Hello and welcome to this very special breaking news flash episode of Maul or Nothing, because some stuff has happened today and our minds are blown so much that we thought we'd come and get the thoughts of the fellas on what is a story that is transcending both the sport from rugby to entertainment to USA, across the pond, here in the UK. It is Rees-Zammit quitting rugby. Not just quitting Gloucester, quitting Wales on the eve of the announcement of the Six Nations, but also quitting the sport as a whole to go and join the International Pathway Programme set up by the NFL to capture young, incredible talent and see if they can make it in the very gladiatorial, difficult world of the NFL. Boys, what the fuck?
Mark, I'm so happy you put a suit on just for this. Yeah, how important this must be that you went and put a suit, a shirt and a tie on.
You're such a dick.
Mate, you
I'm
look
at work.
class.
You guys have...
You look like Ron Burgundy.
Work. I'm at the BBC as we speak, so this is just a
I don't care. I don't
break.
care what we talk about, as long as we get a clip of Mark in his suit.
No. I want to be in a suit brilliant. Every time now.
Boys, this is innovation. I can't believe it. I literally was looking at some stuff. We were chatting this morning, Mark, and ping, he went, Rees-Zammit to the NFL. And I'm like, what? It must be just a rumour or something chatting about. Chat is, boys, he's gone into Gloucester this morning. He's turned up at training. Nobody has an idea. Very, very reliable source as well. Won't mention his name, but we might be able to guess. Badham Bastings could be like... anyway, boys, he's turned up and he's gone, fellas, just a heads up, that's me, I'm done. Like, literally not coming back to training, matches, anything. He's just off. He's out of there. And, you know, they've got the Wales squad announcement. This is just pooed all over that, hasn't it? And that's it. He's off. He's off to try and crack it in the NFL.
It's pretty wild.
Max, talk to me.
Oh, man, there's... I'm actually really excited for him. But it's also foreboding news. Like, the eve of the Six Nations... Wales losing probably one of their most sort of marketable star at this point. Is this a reflection of the dire climate of rugby union? Da, da, da. No. I think the real question is what position will he be playing in the NFL? And what spurred this on? Like, you know, when we were talking to him back in the day with the Manchester United wallpaper, was he mentioning it?
I don't think he was, but I see him as like quite an impressionable person. I reckon he's picked up like NFL on his Xbox, like, and he's been like, I'm quick enough for this. I'm just going to try it.
Don't call it NFL, but yeah, I got you Madden. Yeah, it's fine.
Madden, sorry. That's how much I don't know about it. But I'm guessing he's going to be a wide receiver or something like that. Is that the chat?
It must be wide receiver or running back, but man, it's going to be
even running back is such a niche position, and knowing the playbook inside out. I suppose wide receiver is also incredibly difficult, but again, you know, raw pace is muchos appreciated in that position.
Well, boys, the other thing is you've got to look at other players that have done it. Christian Wade went over there, had a crack at it. Max and our mate of yours, Alex Gray, now a gladiator. Yeah. We can try and get hold of one of them at some point. We wanted to try and get this out as soon as possible, didn't we? Because it's unbelievable.
Get one of them on, get some insight, yeah.
Does he have the nous for it? Because, like, by all means, I've watched a few of those. Is it Hard Knocks? Those things back on the NFL a little while back, and it seems like you've got to be pretty knowledgeable in terms of like learning all your plays, all that sort of stuff. Like, there's not just a case of you can go over there and just hope that you can catch a ball and you're quick enough, is it?
Yeah, the playbook's like this thick. It's like over 100 calls. It's mental. You got to be able to run between the tackles. There's all sorts of madness. Reading blocks. There's so much nuance to the game that I think rugby players take for granted. It's not simply run at space. Do you know what I mean? So, mate, it's going to be super interesting. Mental. But who else? Jared Hayne. He was probably the most successful sort of running, like if we compare sort of athlete for athlete, Jared Hayne, Lewis Rees-Zammit, they are different athletes, but sort of they are essentially runners with the ball. Jared Hayne made the 49ers roster, ended up sort of being dropped back in the depth chart because of some tendencies under like the high ball and stuff and his ball security. So it'll be very interesting to see how Rees-Zammit goes.
Here, boys, talking to my my secret squirrel source, Dadham Bastings, like he was saying, and it's exactly what I thought straight away. He's still a young man. He's still got the opportunity to go over there, fail, and still come back.
That's it.
Slot into, hold on, the MLR, which is going to be growing, right? And I know that's not where he's thinking of going, but he'll be over there if he needed to jump into that. French rugby will be all over him when he comes back. I mean, it's like he's hot property. He's not disappearing out of the game. He's going over there. He's having a crack at it. If there's a time to do it, it's now. And it's not like he's not going to be able to come back and get a job. So I think it's a smart play. And Hastings said, oh, God, I've just released the source. But
Danny Hastings.
He said he's been thinking about it for a while. Yeah, exactly. He's been thinking about it for a while. That's the chat. He's so it's not just something he's done overnight. And is there a factor of his new missus as well?
Are we going to go there, are we?
Well, I think so. She's some sort of TikTok sensation, like me, TikTok shop. But well, you know what I mean?
Also,
does she want to crack it in America?
Yeah. Also, though, I know he's very young and he's already done so much of the great sort of things in the game already. You know what I mean? He's been on the Lions tour. He's been in the Test. He's done the World Cup, done the Six Nations. And as you said, like, he can just come straight back. Like, Christian Wade's done it already with Racing, and he was in there for a while. So you're absolutely right. Why not? Why not, right? Have a crack.
Right, let's talk the most important thing then, Mark. Money.
Right, so
he'll join that on the programme. They'll be into the kind of training squad element, and I think that's just a standard. From the looks of things, it's about 170,000 quid just to be in the training kind of programme, right? So it's not to be sniffed at. And interestingly, so I did an interview with F.A. Obada a few months back at the BBC, and he talked about the international pathway program, and he was literally like, "It's given me a life." Like, he was picked up. He was at school in Streatham, down in Balham, down by where I live, and it's just opened everything up. And he was here with the Washington Commanders, and his salary right now, right, as I think he's a tight end, I might be getting it wrong now, but his salary is floating around the sort of 1 point.
Is it right? Sorry,
but around the $1.8 million a year mark, right? So
what the fuck?
He's not, Lewis Rees-Zammit, it's got to be a win-win that as far as he's not going to be losing money trying to do this, right? And if he makes it, in a position where it's probably remunerated slightly higher, maybe, that and if he makes it, then suddenly you're looking at serious wonga, a serious wedge to give it a go. And if worse comes to worse, he comes back and Racing give him half a bar to come and score tries in the top 14.
Fuck yeah, win-win.
It's
Smart
win-win.
man.
It's win-win. Win-win. Absolutely.
I wonder if you can get hold of Manchester United wallpaper, though, over there. That's my only worry. Like, I worry about him not having his home comforts.
He needs that.
Bloody hell, boys. Well, that's it. Then it makes sense. It makes sense for him to go over there. And I'm guessing so what this pathway thing is, you then go into that combine that they do, right?
Yeah, so he'll basically do the combine.
Oh, sorry, you go.
Wouldn't he? Don't they do a sort of combine?
They do, but effectively speaking, I think the clubs have to, the teams have to allow a certain number of players are distributed around, and they will remain in that training squad. So they are given the chance, right? So they might not make the final roster, but it's not like if you don't make it in the combine, then you're just harvested back to whatever sport. They give them an extended period of time, and each club that they're affiliated to kind of has to give them that opportunity in a way to try and make a success of it. And if you look at it right now, the number of players from the different intakes, I mean, they're getting more and more and more each year will be currently active. I mean, I'm looking at 2023, 3, 6, 8. 2022, there were 6. 21, there were 3. 20, there was 1. So each year there was normally 1. Jordan Mailata was in 2018. He's probably, as you said, a good example. But and Efe Abada was the only one in 2017. So now it's become this real thing. And the guys have come from all other sorts of different sports. We've got basketball players, you've got football players, you've got handball player from Italy, Max Perscia, who's made it as an offensive tackle at the Detroit Lions. They're like, man, they are casting the net wide, really, really wide. And they're giving them the opportunity for that success so far. It's an absolute no-brainer, right?
Well, hold on a minute. So the real question here is, where do I sign up? Why am I not going over there?
Have you seen some of the freak show recruits they take in? They just go for circuit.
Yeah, perfect. Well, do you not think I could cut it?
I mean, maybe if it was at least you'd have the pads though to sort of smuggle the trout shoulders through.
Exactly. There's a lot you can hide with those pads and that helmet. I reckon I'll be all right. Max, what position would you be if you played in the NFL? Go.
I don't know, fullback or inside linebacker. I'm not sure. Probably not fast enough for inside. Mate, they are so freaky, the geezers in that league. They are aliens, mate. But yeah.
I was going to say, you're not going to be one of the quick blokes, are you? Aren't you going to be one of the ones up the front just smacking into each other?
Yeah, but they're like elephant
with the bellies.
Like an old tackle's like 150 kilos, 6'7", 6'6". Like Big Jordan Mailata he's a mammoth. He's like Skelton, but even wider. Actually, there's a guy who did go very well. Will Skelton at D tackle. He would have been very good, I think.
Yeah, chuck him in there. Get someone like Antonio up there in the front line, whatever they do there, tackle. Smacking into each other, headbutting each other with the helmets. He'd be all right.
Who else would be phenomenal? I reckon a young like Manu Tuolangi. He would have been dominant, I think. Like a third and inches kind of running back up the guts. Man, so many.
Well, we obviously had Langi Hapokui, he could have made it, I think, in the NFL, come over to Glasgow, and you just think he was an absolute wrecking ball, not far off of what Manu Tuolangi would have been like. So, I think they'd go all right. But boys, this is it. Like this is like you said, Max. Is it a worry for rugby? Is it a worry that there's just not enough enticement in keeping people here in rugby, or is it just because it's such an unbelievable chance and opportunity? Like you can't just.
I think it's a number of circumstances, isn't it? It's his age, obviously his profile, he does have top end elite speed. That's sort of a currency you can't coach, and something that things like my only thing with that would be like if when you watch people in the NFL Combine year after year, there seems to be hundreds of athletes who would have comparable or if not faster speed than Rees-Zammit, but I'm sure with Rees-Zammit's other skills from playing wing in rugby union for so long, his ability to manipulate and beat defenders will still be a currency that's very valuable in the NFL. So also his ability in contact, like a lot of these guys, that's another thing that they don't have. So it'd be super interesting to see what the crack is. But I think, yeah, coming back to your question, it's a load of factors. And he's just taken it, and it's a win-win situation. Absolute dub for Big Lewis, and I hope he has the best of luck, and it goes well for him, mate. What an opportunity!
Well, we're going to have to try our best to get him on here before he goes out there, or whilst he's out there, because there's going to be some story in it. But I've still got down that. Like I can just imagine him. See the way he looks, like in his social media recently, the hair and everything.
Oh, the hair.
He looks like one of those college jocks.
Yeah, jock.
Yeah, you fucking jock,
mate. Yeah,
I think he's going to suit it. And the fact that his missus is some sort of TikTok superstar, YouTuber, blogger, vlogger, whatever you call them.
Influenza.
I think there's a power couple coming, Max and Heath.
Indeed.
And they're continuing to want to grow the sport worldwide. So, take one of rugby's most marketable people attached to a girl who's incredibly marketable as well. I'm sure it's all part of the package. So, a marriage made in heaven. Do we think, and it's really harsh to do it here based on almost nothing, and what is clearly, from Ryan Wilson's perspective, a very, very small knowledge base of the NFL. But let's go with a wild prediction. Do we think he will make it on a roster?
Yeah. I don't know if he makes the roster. I don't think he makes the roster first year.
I don't know enough about it, I'll be honest, but from some of the freak shows I've seen in the NFL, it ain't going to be easy. But as we said, what's he got to lose? I think it's going to be a tough old call. There'll be some experience. I've not got enough knowledge to say. So, yeah, I'm going to say no.
Practice squad.
See him at the Vegas Sevens. We'll invite him along to do a sort of a catch up and see how things are developing whilst we're out there doing the podcast.
Good idea.
Hey, good luck to him though. Like, listen, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you look at America, you look at the athletes, you look at, is it right to think we can just go over there and switch a sport? Has he ever played it before? I mean, we've all fucked around with an NFL ball at training, Max. It's like me, switching to another sport. It's a big old arse. So fair play to him. Good luck to him, and I hope he does crack it. And yeah, we'll try our best for all you out there to get him. By the way, this is coming out on our own YouTube channel, the Maul or Nothing Show. So make sure you do us a favour and you click the subscribe button, because we're trying to grow this channel as well as all of our other channels. So any podcast stuff you listen to, make sure you like and subscribe. But we're going to try and get you as much bonus content like this. And if you like this sort of thing, where we jump on for 10, 15 minutes, have a chat about something big that's going on, potentially when England release their squad, we could have another 15-minute chat about who should have been in there, who shouldn't, whether Feo Abuso is in there now because the Wales squad's been announced and he's not in there, which means he's going to be in the England one. We can get on here, have a chat about that sort of stuff. If you like it, comment below, tell us what else you want. Thank you very much. YouTube.
Okay, well, that's all we've got for this special. And as Ryan said, if you're loving it, let us know. We might do a bit more. And, Ryan and Max will force me at work to do some of these things. But, like, subscribe, and we will see you all. We've got a hell of a programme coming out this week. Ooh, it's Blair Kinghorn. He's going to be very, very enjoyable episode that was. So look out for that one as well. And we'll see you all very soon.
Mark, prove to us that you've got trousers on before you go.
More or nothing.